if you mix the mashed potatoes and the sauce, you can't separate them later. It's forever. The smoke comes out of Daddy's cigarette, but it never goes back in.
Today we'll talk about the study of how it reveals the potential way to tune the brain into learning mode. That is, how the element of surprise helps facilitate learning and memory retrieval. The source of this is University of Manchester, where the neuroscientists gave the effect of surprise on our memory a comprehensive study. Well, in the study published in Journal of Neuroscience, 26 people were shown pictures of objects that were either natural, such as fruits, trees, flowers, or man-made, such as telephone or computer mouse. In the study, the scientists trained the participants to expect man-made or natural objects using cues, such as triangle or a square. The whole experiment was then repeated with another 24 people having a functional MRI scan to reveal which regions of the brain were used to learn and retrieve the information. When an expected event, such as a triangle preceding a man-made object, followed a similar but unexpected event, a triangle preceding a natural object, the participant's memory was boosted. The second study in the MRI scanner gave exactly the same behavioral results and showed activation in brain's hippocampus, the memory center, midbrain regions which release dopamine, and occipital cortex, the vision center. In contrast, a sequence of two unexpected similar events also triggered visual areas in the brain but did not enhance memory performances. Lead author Dr. Daria Frank, a cognitive neuroscientist from University of Manchester, said, "We already know that if expectations is violated during or before learning, it triggers an adaptive mechanism resulting in better memory for expected events." This experiment shows how the mechanism is also affected when we are trying to retrieve information. The hippocampus encodes or creates memories, but also retrieves memories. With only a finite amount of resources to allocate to either, the two mechanisms are in conflict. So when something unexpected happens, our brain focuses on the outside environment so it can learn something new, something it did not initially expect. Scientists already know that surprise turns on the brain's learning mode, add link. However, the current study is the first to investigate how the brain uses this mechanism when we are trying to retrieve information. Dr. Frank added, though our study did not assess the impact of these findings on exam revisions and performances, but it is logical to see its implication. So when the goal is to retrieve information, encountering surprising events like revising in a cafe or other unfamiliar surroundings would engage an encoding mechanism that may enhance for future exam. But, well, the reverse is also true. When we are trying to remember something already happened or learned during the exam itself, a familiar and expected environment could be very helpful to support, retrieve information from the memory, and well, for the obvious reasons, to score high.